Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm talking about how I got into investment banking from a non-finance background, from a non-traditional investment banking background. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Tayo. I'm an investment banker living in Lagos, Nigeria, and I love to talk about all things personal development, personal finance, career study. So if you want to know more about that, if you want to communicate with me, learn with me along these lines, please subscribe to this video, to this channel, like this video, and let's get into it. So very short, right? I studied industrial chemistry for my undergrad. I did not study a finance degree. I did not study accounting or anything business like. I was a pure science student, and I still relate to myself as a science student because science is life, bruh. Okay, so I studied industrial chemistry. And then after industrial chemistry, I started working in the Big Four. So the very first thing you want to do when you're about to move to investment banking and you do not have the traditional background is you want to be able to highlight transferable skills. And I think this applies to every job, any job you are trying to get, anything you're trying to apply for that you don't have the direct requirement. You want to find out what transferable knowledge, what transferable skills do you possess. So for example, when I was applying for jobs, investment banking jobs, I made sure to emphasize that my degree in chemistry is actually useful in investment banking. Why? Because when I did chemistry, I learned how to do research. I learned the importance of empirical evidence. I learned the importance of making an inference, conducting research, and then coming up with a theory, which may sound very scientific, but it's what analysts do every day. Every day we assess the financial markets, and based on our assessment, we make recommendations to our clients. That's a simple science. It's the same thing that I did as a chemist. But the point is that people that are interviewing you for these jobs, they don't have the background that you have. They don't know what it takes to be a chemistry graduate. They don't know what it takes to be a graduate of anything else that you're a graduate of that is non-traditional. The person that is interviewing you is most likely a banking graduate or an accounting graduate or a finance graduate, so they cannot relate to your background. What you want to do is you want to show them what transferable skills you have. So I mentioned number one that I had and I emphasized on was research, and I told them that I know how to do research. Anything you want to be found on this earth, as long as it's findable, I will find it. And I use my research skills every time. I research people. I research opportunities, and I make sure to communicate to them that, you know, me having a chemistry background means that I can analyze data, I can make, you know, useful inference from data that I get, because that's what I did for 4 years as a chemistry student. So me now, and as an investment banking analyst, then I could assure my interviewer, my future employer, that if you give me data or you ask me to do research, I will be able to analyze that data, and I'll be able to come up with actionable, intelligent inferences from that data, which is what analysts do. Analysts analyze. So I was able to show that. That's step one. Step two was, after I finished my chemistry degree, I got a first job in PwC as an auditor. So I've gotten this question a lot. How do I move from audit to investment banking? This is the way I did it. And I can advise you to do the same thing. Again, you want to focus on transferable skills. And I think one thing you want to also realize is that even though you have 20 years of experience as an auditor, you have no experience as an investment banker. So you want to be humble. You want to be humble that you are coming into this field that you know nothing about. You are an entry level, or you don't know anything in this field, even though you may be very, very well experienced in whatever field you are coming from. So you want to apply that humility, and you want that humility to show. I want to slip that in very, very quickly. But back to what I was saying. So what I did again as going from audit into investment banking, was that I focused on my transferable skills. As an auditor, what do I know how to do very well? I know how to analyze financial statements. I know how to look for fraud. I know how to apply professional skepticism to data that I'm given, and to determine whether the data is true, factual, should be accepted, or should be further scrutinized. This is basically what I used to do as an auditor. Therefore, when I went for my investment banking interviews, I made sure to communicate that I am your guy when it comes to financial statement analysis. I made sure to communicate this fact that I have analyzed financial statements before. I have caught material misstatements. I have caught all sort of errors in financial statements. I understand the 3 statements and how they work together. And I made sure that this, was clearly communicated. And that skill that I knew that I had, that I could leverage, was Excel. In audit, all we do is Excel, literally. And I was very good in Excel. I am still very good in Excel. And I made sure that I communicated that I'm good in Excel. I am almost at advanced level, user of Excel. And then that showed them that even though I'm coming from an audit background, I have transferable skills. So again, the most important thing I want to take out from this video is transferable skills. You want to focus on transferable skills, and you want the skills to show everywhere. In my CV, for example, when I put BSc Industrial Chemistry, under it I also put mathematics and chemistry, so they recognize that even though my degree is chemistry, I did a lot of mathematics. That means I'm very analytical. Do you understand? When I put work experience and I put audit, I also put under it that I analyze financial statements. This level of Excel proficiency, this level of all these other things proficiency as well. And the third thing I think I did was that I began to learn skills that are actually useful to investment banking, which is financial modeling and business plan writing. So at the time I was applying for investment banking, I did not have any formal job that required me to know how to build a financial model or required me to know how to write a business plan. But in my own spare time, I had learned how to write a financial model, how to write a business plan. I had learned how to build a financial model. I have learned how to raise money for startups. And when I knew that was not compared to the level of work and advanced work that investment bankers do, but it's something. That means that if you are training me on financial modeling, I'm not going to be green. I am not going to be a novice than if I do not have any idea whatsoever. So I also made sure that I said this a lot in my CV, in my interviews, that I have been writing business plans and I've been building financial models. So I am not completely green. I'm not completely a novice. I understand these things, and I may need to catch up, but you will not need to start me from scratch. So I'll say that if you're currently in my position right now and you're looking at skills you can begin to gain or acquire to make yourself more attractive to investment banks, learn financial modeling, learn how to use Excel very, very well. Like, you want to not use a mouse. You want to learn how to just do everything with Windows shortcut or whatever PC you are using. So learn Excel, learn business plan writing, learn financial modeling, learn presentation. Now that I'm an investment banker, I can tell you that investment bankers actually do a lot more with PowerPoint than with Excel. It's sad. It's very sad. I miss my Excel days, but to be honest, we do a lot of work now with PowerPoint than with Excel. So you may want to as well learn PowerPoint, learn how to build really nice looking PowerPoint presentations, learn how to construct all sorts of shapes and infographics in PowerPoint software. So, and then the last thing, which I think is also quite important, is the certification. I've gotten a lot of questions on Instagram and on LinkedIn about this. Do I need ACCA or ICANN or CFA to get into investment banking? And I just want to lay it down now. First thing first, ACCA and ICANN are qualifications for accountants. Accounting is not the same thing as finance. Accounting is accounting, finance is finance. Yes, they correlate in some respect, but they are not similar at all. Finance is very broad. There are many branches in finance. You have investment banking, you have corporate finance, you have asset management, you have portfolio management, you have stock trading, there are many different branches of finance. What accounting is accounting. I'm trying to not belittle accounting, because accounting is also a very serious and useful profession in the world, but accounting is not finance. So you having ACCA and you having ICANN is good in the sense that you having ACCA or you having ICANN is good in the sense that it shows that you are a very serious person who takes their career very seriously, which is something that you want to show. But in terms of value add, I really do not see how knowing IFRS 9 or IFRS 16 or IS whatever 32 is going to help you when it's time for you to issue a bond, when it's time for you to write a bond prospectus or to write a pricing supplement for a bond that you're going to submit to this SEC. It's not going to help you, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Your IAS knowledge, your IFRS knowledge is not going to help you then. So, if you are looking at going to investment banking long term, I will advise you to maybe not do the ACCA, maybe not get ICANN, except you want to go into corporate finance, you want to be a CFO of a company later on in the future. It's possible. If you want to go into more corporate finance, more CFO kind of thing, more accounting, then your ACCA will be useful down the line. But presently for accounting, maybe not. What I think is the most relevant certification is the CFA. Though the CFA, again, someone may argue that the CFA certification is maybe more useful for asset managers and wealth managers and all that. But we can argue that because the CFA, at least till level 2, actually has a lot of equity, a lot of corporate finance information in there, a lot of fixed income information in there, which you will use as an investment banker. Now that I am an investment banker, I have referred a lot back to my CFA level 2 equity book in doing valuations. I've referred to my fixed income books in understanding some terminologies for issuing bonds as well. I refer to my ethics. So for example, ethics in investment in CFA is more related to investment banking, to finance careers, than I will imagine ethics in accounting. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Knowing debit and credit, I don't think I've ever done debit and credit. Okay, well, I've done some form of debit and credit in investment banking. Maybe once or twice when a client sends us their financial statement and sometimes don't make sense. Then my knowledge of accounting and of audit comes to play. But to be honest, many people in my team do not understand debit and credit, and it's not affecting them in any way. So if you are still asking, if you are trying to decide on ACCA versus ICANN versus CFA, I would say do the CFA exam. I think that really helps me because I had done level 1 at the time when I was trying to apply, when I was applying to investment bank. What I meant was that I understood basic finance terminology, I understood future value, I understood time value of money, for example. I understood, and CFA level 1 actually is almost like accounting, to be very honest. FRA in CFA level 1 is accounting, inventory, you have fixed assets in there, you have financial, even in CFA level 2 as well, you have financial statement analysis. So CFA actually contains what I think is the basic accounting you need, to succeed as an investment banker. So finally, I would say you also want to try and get relevant certifications. Other ones you can get is you can get a certification from a financial modeling institute. That's something I know that people get, which you can actually look into as well. Apart from that, I think they are pretty cool. Investment banking actually relies more on skills, active skills, not really on skills that are probably endorsed by qualifications or whatever. You want to be able to show that you have done something that investment bankers do. You've done it before, you've done it well, and you want to keep doing it in the future. You want to show that you genuinely enjoy analyzing businesses, you genuinely enjoy advising human beings about their business, you genuinely enjoy raising money and documentation kind of work. And if you're able to show this, either through your past experience, through the certifications you've gotten, through your volunteer work, I think this is probably enough to get you to put your foot in the door for an entry-level job as an investment banker. And I said entry level on purpose. If you're applying for a higher level job, I would say that in addition to what I've already mentioned, you want to show that you are able to manage people, that you are able to lead a team, that you are able to manage tasks, that you are able to manage yourself, manage your time, and you are able to produce results when you have people reporting to you. To be very honest, I think that's the difference between an analyst and an associate. They can do the same technical things, but an associate now has the ability to produce results in more people than one person. But that is outside the scope of this video. In case you are wondering, I'm an associate now in an investment banking firm in Nigeria. So, but I joined as an analyst. I joined as a senior analyst as well. That's where I'm going to stop in this video. But I'm having a thought that, because I've had someone actually message me about how they have years of experience in audit and are trying to move into investment banking, and they don't want to move into investment banking at a a junior level, a lower level, right? So if you have that kind of concern as well, let me know in the comment section below. I can organize a one-on-one call conversation with you, or if I have a lot of people, I'll just do a video about it. But let me know. I'll be very, 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 very willing to help, because that's one thing that I had a challenge with when I was moving. Is I'm already about to be senior in audit. I don't want to go and be a level 1 analyst somewhere else, and that was something I had to negotiate and really speak to while I was interviewing. So if you want me to guide you on that, please let me know. Leave a comment down in the comment section below if what I said made sense to you in any shape or form. Subscribe to this channel, and you know what to do. Press the like button, smash it, like this video, so that YouTube can see that I'm making valuable content, and YouTube can recommend my videos to other people like yourself who will be abundantly blessed with what I have shared. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will see you next time. Bye bye.